So what we are doing here, we are showing you the tools and pretty much the parts of the CV joint. So what we're gonna do is just take out the shaft of the tripod bearings out off the housing. And that's the housing there. And those are the tripod bearings. And all that long rod is the axle shaft. And that is the lower snap ring there. And that is the upper snap ring. And those are snap ring pliers that we will be using to take off the snap ring. And that's the hook that we will be using to take off the upper snap ring. So that there is the boot. And you're gonna have to slide it down. Next thing you're gonna do, you're gonna pull it out the housing. Then you're gonna get your snap ring pliers and take off the snap ring. Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go up top and get the little hook and take off the upper snap ring. Then when the snap ring is out, the next thing you're gonna have to do is slide off the tripod bearings to get the boot off. And that coming off there is the boot.
Alright, this next part is going to be the reassembly for the CV joint. First, you want to put the rubber boot onto the axle shaft. And then what you want to do is you want to put on the tripod bearings onto the axle shaft. And you want to put on the upper snap ring so that the tripod bearings don't slide off. I had trouble with it. Next, what you want to do is you want to get on the bottom snap ring by grabbing your snap ring pliers and just putting it over that little lip. Once you get that, you want to slide on the housing. I had trouble with the housing because it was tricky with the CV joint that we had. Once you get it into the housing, what you want to do is you want to slide on the rubber boot onto the housing. We didn't have the hose clamps, but if you had them, what you wanted to do is you wanted to put the hose clamps on and screw it on with the screwdriver.